cannot even move. How can I be of any threat to you?
Don't even go there, Davros.
Look, I'm helping this guy whether you like it or not.
Then we must be quick before they find you.
They? Who are you talking about?
This is a mistake. You don't know what you're doing.
If they find us, then it is too late.
What is?
You missed your chance. Now we are all prisoners. Halt!
What is that?
A Dalek.
You are the rescue party.
Yes, we're from Salvage Ship 5. Are you the captain of this ship?
I am in command of the craft. You must help us to your ship.
We'll do all we can.
What?
Do not listen to it.
Are there any more of you?
Only one.
Right, follow the ship through from the docking bay.
My chair's motion systems have been deactivated. I cannot move.
Don't worry, I got you.
This is madness.
No, staying here is madness.
A Necros Dalek? Davros, what is happening here?
Davros and his servant are to be returned to our homeworld for medical assistance. Lies! It is all lies! He must not be harmed. Can you assure his protection?
Yes, I think so.
Good. We shall proceed to your ship. Wait! My equipment!
What?
It is imperative you must bring it aboard!
We don't have time for this.
Fine. Ruin, meet us at the airlock. We have a casualty and 2 other things.
Be ready for anything. Sometimes the casualties from these wrecks, well, it's not pretty. Daleks?
Ruin, help me with this guy. Take him to the medical bay.
Right. Doctor, what's going on? They're Daleks.
I know, Perry.
But-
I know. I won't listen.
What's all this?
It's time we got out of here.
Captain, listen to me. You are making the greatest mistake of your life. You cannot help Davros, and you cannot, under any circumstances, trust the Daleks.
I'm just trying to save lives. Carl, prepare to disengage.
Disengaging now.
Well, at least we can rest a little easier now. You were lucky we found you when we did. Your ship had seen better days.
Thank you for assisting us.
Don't mention it. That's what we're here for.
I shall stay on the bridge. My friend shall accompany Davros to the medical bay.
Friend? A strange word for a Dalek to use, especially for one of those types.
Who is that guy anyway? I thought you were carrying some important cargo.
Yes, him. Davros was being taken to Skaro for...
Davros is our greatest scientist. Our race has been infected with a disease. Only he has the power to create a cure.
Poppycock and bafflegab. I've never heard such complete nonsense in all my lives.
The reason is of no importance. Davros shall be returned to Skaro along with his servant. You will return to Davros. I obey.
That one didn't sound very healthy.
No, it didn't. I wonder what the Daleks have done to it.
Well, if anyone has an answer, Davros will.
Yes, I think he will. But you didn't see him, Perry. You didn't see how he spoke to me on that ship. It was almost as if this Dalek terrified him. Look, you stay here and keep your eye on this one. If it starts to act any fishier, tell me.
What are those things, anyhow?
Daleks or something. Robots, I guess.
What is he?
I don't know. Anyway, we're not supposed to judge. Now then, let's see what we can do for you.
My God, look at his hand.
Carl!
No. The boy is right to be shocked. It would be considered inhumane to be otherwise. To be unsympathetic, to not show horror at such a wound would be monstrous, would it not?
What happened to you?
A boorish imbecile with a projectile weapon. Nothing more.
This looks pretty bad. I'm going to need to get...
Step away from him.
He needs help!
I know exactly what he needs. Trust me, I am a doctor. If you could give me a minute alone with the patient while you fetch more supplies.
You get 5 minutes.
I do not think they trust you, Doctor.
That doesn't matter. What matters is that they trust you and the Daleks.
Yes. It is a terrible situation.
Your hand is in a very bad way. Well, what's left of it.
Yes, the Daleks are not ones for medical treatment, even for their creator. They would rather watch another creature writhe in agony
But you won't give them the satisfaction.
No. The chemicals being pumped through my body by my life support systems extinguish any pain. Since my initial accident.
You should be glad. If you hadn't have run into this nebula, you'd be sat in front of a firing squad on Skaro by now.
Do you think our current situation will make any difference?
I don't understand.
Your current regeneration is blind to what's in front of him. Know thy enemy, Doctor. That Dalek will make sure I am taken to Skaro to stand trial, no matter what.
Oh, I see. So that's why you're scared of the Daleks.
I fear nothing, Doctor!
No, it's no use trying to be the big man now, Davros. Look at you. A frail old scientist whose own creations have left him a wreck. You can't move, your defensive systems have been deactivated. Without that, even without your Daleks, you are nothing.
You must stop this, Doctor. Look at what it has done to my new creations.
Weapons deactivated?
Of course.
And something else.
Lobotomized.
What?
Was that a queer I heard in your voice, Doctor? The Daleks will not experiment on themselves, for it is seen as impure to disrupt the true blood of the Daleks. But this, to them, this is not a Dalek. This is an abomination, a freak that can be toyed with, that can be tortured.
You're trying to tell me that the Daleks were experimenting on the ones you had created on Necros? Nonsense.
You were not on that ship, Doctor. You did not hear the cries of pain echoing through the corridors. This is the only one that managed to survive.
That's monstrous even by Dalek standards. Then again, what can one expect with you as their creator?
The sins of the Father.
Time's up.
I think I've heard enough for the time being.
Remember, Doctor, it cannot be trusted.
How soon until we depart the nebula?
Well, there's still a while to go yet. We need to do a full sweep for other survivors.
That is unacceptable! Davros must return to Skaro immediately!
But what about other people? Other lives?
Other lives are... Yes, we must help the others who have been caught by the nebula. We shall return to Skaro after our mission here is completed.
Thank you. I'm glad you understand.
Report, what is Davros's condition?
What? Oh, he's fine. Can't say you help much.
Did you find out what's going on?
Yes, and it's rather disturbing. I'll tell you when our pepperpot friend isn't hanging around.
I was just explaining to our friend here that we couldn't help him home until after we finished our scan of the area.
We must help others.
Yes, I'm sure you'd like nothing better.
Doctor, a word. Look, I don't know what all this is about, but...
Captain, you cannot trust that Dalek. I know these creatures better than anyone. I have a history with them. At the first chance it gets, it will kill us all and take over this ship.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
It's true. Daleks do nothing else but kill.
That's what they were created for. That's what Davros created them for. Now he's in their bad books, and when we found him, they were taking Davros home to stand trial. Not to save their planet or whatever nonsense they may have said, but to kill him.
If what you say is true, why would they kill their own creator?
It's a long and complicated
Look, Doctor, all I know is that this Dalek wants to help.
For its own gain!
And as long as it wants to help, it can, and we shall help Davros with whatever medical treatment he needs. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a ship to run.
For the blind, stupid, idiotic!
It's all right, Doctor.
I only wish it were, Perry. Come on.
I'm sorry it's not more sophisticated. You have to understand, we're limited with what we can do.
I'm sure it will suffice.
I'm almost finished with your chair too.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. There seems to be some circuits hooked up here that seem to have been deactivated.
The mobility unit.
No, some other things. There are some power cells, but I can't fathom what it's connected to.
Reactivate those circuits.
If you say so.
Is everything functioning properly?
You have done an excellent job.
Don't mention it. Look, we have to shoot. I need to get back to the control room. Carl needs to keep his eye on the force field generators.
Of course. I do not wish to detain you from your other duties.
You seem nice enough.
A little creepy, though.
A very basic form of technology, but it will serve a purpose.
What has got Davros so worried?
The ruthlessness of his creations. His original Daleks were experimenting on the versions he created on Necros. To tamper with the genetics of a Dalek is nothing short of sacrilege from the point of view of a Dalek.
Then why experiment on them?
Because to them, they aren't Daleks. They're just some creatures with a penchant for Dalek fashion. I don't think even Davros expected they were capable of that.
So what do we do now? Just sit around here waiting for something to happen?
No. Somehow we need to destroy that Dalek and then we deal with Davros.
What's going on?
It's not as if we hid something.
Report what is happening to the craft.
I've no idea. It's the shields.
The shields have gone offline.
What? We'll be killed.
You think I didn't realise that?
Which way to your engine rooms?
We can't just let you...
We need to get those shields back now.
Allow the Doctor to repair the generators.
All right, we'll go with you. What the hell? Carl, what's going on?
I don't know. 1 second it was fine, then the next it blows.
Let me have a look. Yes, there's been a build-up of power. It's surged through the systems.
How is that possible?
The cables for this machinery, where do they run from?
Through the whole ship. The actual force field projector is on the nose cone outside.
Do the cables run through the medical bay?
I think so.
Who's with Davros?
No one.
What?
What's the problem?
You left Davros alone? Coming to admire your handiwork?
I've come to help.
Help make the situation worse.
I heard the alarms. Naturally, I wondered if I could be of assistance.
Davros, the generator has suffered some kind of overload. We don't know how, but we don't know how to fix it.
You brought aboard my equipment left over from the Dalek spaceship.
Dark casings.
Yes. The polycarbide Dalekanium shells will absorb the excess power, cooling the systems down.
Will that actually work?
Possibly.
Carl, go and get a sheet of that metal.
Reconsider what you're doing here.
We need help, Doctor.
Yes, I know, but this is not the man to give it to you.
And you are.
Well, yes, I am the Doctor. That's what I do. I help people. I stop people like you.
Will this do?
That should be enough. Place it in the exposed area.
The generators are still malfunctioning.
Wait! Where are the system controls?
Here and here.
Then we must act quickly. Doctor, I shall need your assistance.
Oh no, I don't think so.
You would condemn these people to death over a lack of trust.
For all I know, you did this.
Do not be ridiculous.
Why would he risk his own life?
You don't know him like I do. He's full of tricks and mind games, always has been.
I suggest you do something. Any more time wasted and this ship is going to be ripped open by the nebula.
Well, Doctor, will you let me? Will you put aside our petty squabbles? Or will you sentence your friends to death? Make a choice, Doctor! Let me die and end all of this, but kill these innocents too. Or save us all and help me.